What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the girl with the curls, K Will, here for another segment of the K Will Interrogation Room. I am here with Mr. P Swagger. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
Fantastic. Well, it's gonna be cold outside today. So for right now, I'm taking it in all the heat and everything inside before I go and hit outdoors because I do not like the cold. I'm a Florida chick. I don't do that there. You know what I'm saying? So
What's the temperature out there?
yeah, no, I got my boots and everything, but I'm gonna keep my boots inside until I actually really have to go outside. I'll put
Yeah.
those on.
What's the temperature?
Well, right now it's like 70s, and 70s is freezing to me, but it's gonna be 40. Look, it's gonna be
Hey
40
man.
tomorrow.
Hey. See, I'm in Wisconsin. We get
uh-uh.
below 20 degrees out here when it get cold. So that come
No,
on, man.
nah. You can be. If I was out there during that time, I'd be like this, like
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to
I don't
move.
do.
Yeah.
Nope. It's
Yeah.
gonna be 40 degrees tomorrow morning. Waking up, and it's gonna be raining, and I
Oh
don't
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. That's cold for y'all though. That is cold. Yeah. But
Yeah.
out here,
So
that's you still see people in slides and shorts.
yeah, cause y'all ain't right in the head. That's what it is. So,
Yeah.
well, let me go ahead and I'm gonna shout out Flava Hype real quick. I got his merch on. He was, he's one of the artists that we work with, but he got me right with the little hat. You know what I'm saying? Flava Hype. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
about
Shout
him.
out to him. What?
You
Where
already
you
know
from? Oh
Flava
yeah.
Hype.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
man. The hat is so comfortable. I can wear this with everything. And then I also have one in red too, a red shirt, you know what I'm saying? And red and black are my favorite colors. So I'll wear that, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
religiously.
Yeah. You see the red. I stay in red. Wisconsin. That's our colors. Badgers. We a big college town. We go for the Badgers pretty hard here. So, and they red, white, and black. So,
All
saying?
right.
Just in case they ain't know, you see the big dub on that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see you. All
Yeah.
right.
But you see a lot of red around my parts.
Man, that's what's up. That means you and I have a great connection already because, red for me, red and black. If you like red and black, I like red and black, and I like you. We
Oh,
cool.
for sure. And it means power. Red is a power color, so you know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, I mean, well, I knew there was a reason I like red. You know what I'm saying? See?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right. So I heard your song playing on Blaze It Up Radio recently for the past actual couple weeks now. Where they at, and let me tell you, that song got me so hyped. Like I love good music, but when it comes to music that you could automatically start moving to
Hmm.
and you're not even thinking about it, like that's the kind of vibe I get from where they at. And so one, kudos for that. I know it's doing great on Blaze It Up Radio so far. I also peeped the interview with you and Blaze.
Hmm.
Art's gonna be better. Blaze, no disrespect, but I am the girl with the curls. So,
Hey,
Blaze,
man. Shout out to Blaze, man. Hey, he good people. He good people, man.
he's I can say that because that's my best friend too. At the end of the day,
Yeah, yeah.
but he's cool people. He's also my
Hmm.
brother from another
Yeah.
mother.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to see some kind of insight through that interview, and the audience as well too. And I also kind of want to know how that traction is helping you a little bit. With your song being on Blaze It Up Radio and that interview, what's going on over there for you?
Yeah. I've been getting you know, I see my Shazams going up, and a lot of responses to the record. You know what I'm saying? It's really early right now, but it's been a big joke. And as far as like I'm seeing on my plays and my listens right now. So shout out to Blaze. You know what I mean? He doing this thing, and shout out to him for the support and his feedback on the record because he loved the joint too. But
Yeah.
it's definitely, I see out there in Florida, y'all pretty heavy out there. So I've been seeing a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of people, what I'm saying, listening to it on the radio, on the internet and stuff right now. And I got some other stations that's picking it up right now too. So, like I
Perfect.
said, it's early and we just now, starting the campaign, but it's definitely been good. You know what I'm saying? Definitely been good.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Positive.
That's
All
what's up.
positive influence on that. Yeah.
That's what I like to hear right there. Now,
Yeah.
is there a video like in the works, or you guys have talk of a
Oh yeah.
video?
Oh yeah. Just like I was telling him, like, I just wanted people to hear the record and give them a chance just to just feel the record before they even see a visual, get their own visual. So hopefully it matches their visual. I think it will because, the record pretty much is kind of like it's like a movie already when you hear it, it puts you in the
That's
vibe,
what I
you know
was
what I'm saying?
saying. Hell yeah.
So, yeah, so yeah, it's definitely coming. I'm just really trying to take my time and make sure that it fits because I
It's
think this is a
perfect.
big record. And I think I did put a lot of energy and a lot of creativity into it, so I want the video to match.
Perfect. Yeah. Man, I know there's a lot of like artists doing club bangers and everything. And I know why it stands out for me, but what separates your song from all these other club bangers out there?
I think pretty much just a lot of people going a certain wave. It's a wave going on that people is going with. You know what I mean? Trying to
Hmm.
please the listeners and trying to see what's out here. I got to make something like that. Which for me is kind of like I'm more like let's go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like me growing up in the era where it was so many different type of artists. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like you had Jay-Z and DMX. They were
Yep,
kind of like at the top of the totem pole, but they were two totally different artists. But it made sense because it was like a person that was up here, business, corporate world, super fly. You know what I mean? Well, DMX
exactly.
he spoke for the have-nots and grimy. You know what I'm saying? But you can both enjoy. You can enjoy both of them in the same listening session. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I kind of felt like I wanted to be the person that okay, you don't hear a lot of this or this. I feel like I'm trying to bring something to the table that everybody else is not at the time. And I just thought we needed a change in energy. There's a lot of dark times going on right now. So let's bring some fun. Let's not forget about having fun and enjoying ourselves. And so, of course, let's not forget about the pretty ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all control the vibes. Y'all control the
Heck
vibes. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So that's what it's
Well,
about,
I think
man.
it goes both ways too. I mean, we wouldn't be
Yeah,
nothing without y'all men either. You know what I'm saying? It takes two to tangle.
yeah, dude. But you in the club. If you're in a club with a bunch of men, you know what I'm saying? It don't look as good as when you got a bunch of females over there. You know
You
what I'm
right.
saying?
You right.
It's what it is.
100%.
So.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
So, man, I kind of did a little scoping through your IG, and I found out that you're a father as well, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've I have a family. I have two beautiful daughters and two bonus children. You know what I mean? That is very big impact in my life on my happiness and how I carry myself. I have to make sure that I carry myself a certain way because I'm an example for them going through life. So
Exactly. Do
So
they listen to your music and everything? Like
oh
what?
yeah, yeah. You know, they're the first people that tell me
I
if
knew
a
it.
song is good. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
knew it.
if they vibe into it, I know it's a good record. So yeah. And they're
That's
not
what's
scared to
up.
tell you. And I'm gonna tell you about kids, they'll tell you if something good or not. And
Hmm.
it could be brutal, you know. So
Oh, my kids. I have two kids. They're two boys, and one's about to be a teenager, and they don't hold nothing back. So I know
yeah,
exactly what you mean. They
yeah,
don't sugarcoat. So if your kids are telling you that it's good, then
yeah,
that
yeah,
that is
yeah.
good. You know.
Yeah. Especially like I recently took my stepson to a concert. You know what I mean? I took him to a 42 Doug concert. You know,
Hey.
it was people that was opening up for him, and I had no idea who they were. You know what I mean? But when he was excited, and I'm like, "Who is that?" He was like, "You don't know that so and so." You know, I'm like, wow, like he was like very excited, like we used to be when we knew artists that our parents didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it kind of was like, you know, dang, you know, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, it's familiar. Like, cause I was in his position at one time, listening to stuff that my parents did not know nothing about, but
Exactly.
it still was, you know. Kind of just made me think like, dang, it's times is changing. You know, I have to make music to make sure because their music could be different sometimes. The way they listen to stuff now, what they listen to
Oh
is
yeah.
gonna be different from what I used to listen to at his age. And
Mhm.
he's 11, so it's just kind of like that gives me a better understanding. It gives me a advantage because he can tell me, you know, if it fits in this era too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stuck in
Exactly.
that place and I'm making music, trying to make sure that okay, he likes it. It just kind of solidifies that it's good. You know what I'm saying? So
A hundred
keeps me
percent.
relevant. Yeah.
So, all right. With that being said, what's the artist that you used to listen to back in the day that you all right, I guess two different questions in two different ways.
Yeah.
What's the artist that you could listen to back in the day that can still be relevant today? And also from the music that you listened to back in the day, how has it changed? Or how much has it changed for you listening to the music nowadays?
Okay. So you said who is the artist that?
If there is an art like
Okay.
to me, there's Tupac, there's DMX,
Yeah. Yeah.
these are huge influences throughout,
Okay.
music I used to listen to, write to, live to, whatever,
Mhm.
that can still be relevant today.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
still bump Tupac. I'm
Yeah.
still vibing to DMX and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's two different questions. I
Okay.
wanted to say in a different way, but
Yeah. No,
well,
I understand what you're saying now.
yeah,
I would, you know, one of my favorite artists of all time, you know, is Jay-Z, you know, and I think he does a
yes.
pretty good job. He does a great job of being staying relevant. When you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he can still blend in on the track with, you know, a Future. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, some of
100%.
our newer era artists that's super hot right now. He's done it. He's always collabing, and you know, he does a great job at it. Even though he don't drop a lot of music, but every
Mhm.
time he does, it still hits you the same way. You know, I think Nas has done a great job at it
Ooh,
too. You know,
Nas, yeah.
using the young producers and you know, challenging himself to get newer production, newer style of production, and fit in the pocket of the track. Um, Fab is one of my favorites. Fabulous,
Mine
you know what I
too.
mean? FABO. He always like he's doing it to me the best right now from that era to
Yes.
still work with these new artists and still stay relevant and in the pocket with the new music and still bringing still some of this past, you know,
Mhm.
flow. to present, you know, and keeping it relevant. So um, I'll say them, and you know, that's yeah, that's what I think about that. And then as far as what was the second question?
So, from the music that we used to listen to back in the day,
Yeah.
how much has it changed to the music that we're listening to on the radio these days?
Uh, I think it changed. It has changed a lot because um, I'm so used to the flow that you had to be in pocket a certain way. So
Mm-hmm.
now the pocket has changed, and everything evolves, and changes over time. It gets newer. It's a different way to do things. Um, it's at first it was kind of like sounded funny, like people offbeat, like G Herbo. I rock with him real hard, but at first it's kind of like, is he rapping off beat? But
Mm-hmm.
actually, that once you get used to it, he's rapping just on a different tempo to the same beat. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. Yes.
just it's just evolving, and yeah, it's changed a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at first it's kind of like, what's this? Just like anything, you know what I'm saying? Just like when you taste something that's different, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you taste sushi for the first time, it's like, this is a different taste. But then you like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, I actually like it. And you try it again, and you like, sushi is the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of like that type of thing, and I like it, in a sense. But sometimes I think it is kind of, in this era right now with the internet, you could kind of make anything trendy. It's like you don't
Exactly.
have to have no talent is almost talent sometimes.
Yeah.
Word to Motor Mook. I seen an interview. He was saying the best talent right now is having no talent. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost entertaining for people making a fool of themselves or making a mockery of certain things, and I don't kind of feel that. You know what I'm saying? So takes
Exactly.
away from the craft. Yeah, but
It's sad, honestly, because there are artists such as yourself that are really putting in the effort, the time, and the energy into real tracks. And then you have people who are blowing up for having a chipmunk voice. I forgot the artist that Blaze introduced me to, but he literally has a chipmunk voice saying nothing in the song. And he is viral. He's
yeah,
viral. And I'm like, how is he making millions if we got real people with real music out there that I pay good money to go, put on stage, whatever. Like,
yeah,
it's insane. This generation,
yeah,
I was born in the 90s. Okay,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
like when it comes to music, I'm very passionate about good feel music. I'm very passionate about good quality music. The quality has to be there for me to even give you 10 seconds of listening, you know,
mm, yeah,
to this generation, to where it's like back in the day, I would say 80% of what you would hear on the radio,
yeah,
you would vibe with.
yeah,
Opposed to nowadays, like 80% of the trash that we listen to on the radio, I don't really listen to the radio anymore. It's Pandora, it's Spotify, it's Blaze It Up Radio. Those are the only things I listen to because
mm,
I can control the artist and the music I want to listen to, because the music on there is trash nowadays. Like you got 20, a good solid 20% that you can actually
yeah,
listen to and vibe with. And
yeah,
that, to me, that's what's changed, because people aren't, they're afraid to be creative because creativity doesn't sell. It
mm,
doesn't get you paid like it used to.
College students need music for peace, and you need an audience. Access the college radio directory and make your voice heard. Your music deserves a spot in the college radio mix. Grab the college radio directory from us and reach students looking for peace. Get access to the phone numbers, emails, and social media handles of college radio DJs, coordinators, and directors. College students are tuning in to de-stress, so make sure they are tuning in to you. And be heard by students who are craving a break, so get your music to where it matters. Independent artists unlock the college radio airwaves. Access the college radio directory now.
I even got your own paid gigs. Get at us.
And that's what I was gonna say is I think it's about, money now. It's about,
Yeah,
it ain't just about the craft anymore or exciting to put out, good music. It's just about how can I get paid. Oh, he's getting paid. He he's controversial. Let's put him on. You know what I'm saying? So right now we back in the day we used to know what was a radio record. We could hear an album, right? We'd be like, this record's going on the radio. This record's going on the radio. These are the singles, and the other music is just the riding, listening, fillers for the album. And we knew what was a single because it had to be a certain standard, a certain sound. You know what I'm saying? To be on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Now it's just, oh, that's hot right now. Throw it on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're trying to keep up with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it is I could say, like, shout out to DJ Fusion. He's out here in our area, 93.1 Jams. He'll tell me like, no, I like this record. This record, he wants to put out quality things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He still has hip hop has a sentimental value to him that he feels like he filters it because if it's good, he'll play. If it's not, he will not play it. So, and he'll
exactly.
tell you, he'll give you, constructive criticism as well. Like maybe you need to put more into the production or get it mixed better, or so
I feel like that's what's missing these days too, because people are putting out trash music and getting fake love for it. People are telling them, oh, this needs to be on this. This is fire. This is dope. And the thing is too, social media has been so much of a big thing that people, they don't want to waste 2 seconds of their time giving you their genuine, I'm going to look into the camera real quick, genuine feedback. Instead, they want to give you the quick 2 flames up or this is fire, whatever. And nobody's really getting what it actually, like real feedback, genuine feedback. So they're thinking that they're fire, they're good, and then it goes to their ego. They're very prideful in the fact that, hey, I don't need promo, I don't need this, I don't need that. I want to keep putting my music out. I'm gonna get seen because look at all these comments under my post, telling me that I'm him.
Yeah,
You're
yes, man.
not him.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like me, my team, they will like. I don't like yes, man. I'm like when I'm letting people hear my music or just to get feedback, a genuine reaction is it's like I'm looking for the bad things. I'm looking for what's wrong with it.
Exactly.
That's me because I hear so much of it's good. Because I know genuinely I'm making good music because I'm very, very keen on my production. You know what I'm saying?
As you should be.
Like the quality of it, and if I'm in the pocket, I'm a big critic of my own. I'm my hardest critic. So like I'm a perfectionist, but I want to hear what's wrong with it. You know what I mean? What don't you like about it? Because I'm not a yes man type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important on how music is coming out. Is yes man. You know what I mean? So and just because you have
100.
money and you're this and you have this, this status, it's a lot of yes men that come around because they just want to kind of ride your wave. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. That's the sad part. And they think, and it's the fact also, other people are seeing this and thinking that, hey, I'm going to ride that wave too. I'm going to become an artist. I'm going to be doing this. This is how you make a quick buck. When in reality, nobody, I can't say nobody. Yeah. There are majority of these artists out there who don't know what it really takes to be an artist.
Yeah.
They
For
think
sure.
that putting out good content is all they have to do. They don't know that it takes money to push. They don't know about it takes money to go set up the live performances, to get your merch, to get this, to get that. Like, if you really want to be an artist, come prepared financially first.
Yeah.
Make sure that is set. Get your priorities in line, and then go ahead and go full in, full
And
game.
then what's
It's
crazy is I think that's a problem too. People, because hip hop has been so influential on all different levels, fashion, marketing for different products, and all these things. Hip hop has been like pretty much the biggest influence on
yes,
every culture, right? So
yeah,
they feel like the best way to get in is let's make a hip hop song. You know what I'm saying? Let's be a rapper because it's
nope,
been so influential to push everything else that they want to push. We lose track of who we really are. You know what I'm saying? And then the internet has
exactly,
made it so easy for you to just push some music and you're not really a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? You're really pushing a clothing line, or you're really a podcaster, or you're really this, but you want to use music to push it. Once you get an artist that actually do it and use their music, because it helps, every hand washes the other. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Everything is connected, and if we take away that from the real artist, it hurts us. You know what I'm saying? Just like a producer. If you're a producer, don't rap, make the tracks. And the artist,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Treat the producer right too, because pay them and make sure they get they just do, because you wouldn't have the track without that producer. You know what I'm saying? And the engineer. Let the engineer be the engineer. Stop being a rapper. And I'm not saying it's people that can't do multiple things, but some people try to be their own engineers, and they don't understand, like, no, you have to let the engineer be the engineer, pay them,
100.
because it hurts the industry overall. You know what I'm saying? It hurts the economy. But
Yes,
yeah, so I think that's the problem right now. We're so trying to be so efficient because we have all the tools at our disposal. Just off our phone, we could record a song, mix it. It won't be the best quality, but you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And you can go
exactly.
viral. You put it up, it could be so bad that people just pay attention to it because it's so bad, and now you're going viral because of and now you keep doing that because it's like, I'm making money off it. Let's keep just being the worst
Exactly.
we can. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yo, I appreciate that what you said, because it's so freaking real. I hope that that hits almost everybody that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, artist wise, because like I said, it's like they're sick in their head. They don't understand that concept. They don't understand half of what it really takes to be an artist. And to me, it's baffling, because I'm sitting here, like, we don't just put your music on Blaze It Up Radio. We don't just put your, like, have these interviews and everything. We create these strategies. We help you, we educate you and everything. And people they feel like they're so educated in this process. And it's like, when you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I know. But they don't put in anything that we're saying. And then they want to sit here and be like, dang, like, I just want to be viral. I know I'm this person. Is not, if you're not taking the constructive criticism from other people and applying it to your own work. Now, I'm not saying there are people who are going to give you false, things to do. Now,
yeah,
you have to be mindful of what to listen to,
yeah.
what sounds like common sense and what sounds like trash.
Hmm.
you know
Yeah,
if let's just say me, I'm not really a rapper. What I'm saying, I'm not going to say I'm an artist or anything like that, but let's just say you come to me, you're like, yo, you're so fire, I heard a track from you, I know that's complete trash. Be like, man, you should definitely promote that, put it on every station, I know you can go viral, blah 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 blah, this and that. I know. I know deep down, nah, I shouldn't be doing that, the thing is
yeah,
trash.
yeah,
But because you're telling me and you're hyping me up about it, I'm like, dang, hold up. I mean, if he likes it, let me go ahead and put it out there.
yeah, for
So
sure.
you got to be mindful. Be mindful. Like, if you know people out there who don't really know what they're doing in the music industry, if you know that if this song ain't really hitting it,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta have like we know in our core if
Yeah.
it's a hit or not
Yeah, we do.
before anybody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like if you have that indication that hey, this ain't it. This kind of like be just have discernment. Be mindful, be smart, and don't just listen to every he say she say comment on there, feedback, because it could literally destroy your career,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that you want to have as a legacy, leave behind or whatever. You're It's gonna be so depleted. It's gonna be like there's nothing left because you're going in different directions, following different, opinions and feedback that
Yeah.
weren't genuine.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
dude,
But
be 100.
for me, I've been blessed to make relationships with some of the some of the most influential people in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, and and some with the celebrity faces and the status. And I just try to I listen to them a lot, as far as like feedback of course, because of their
Mm-hmm.
success. Like shout out to DJ Holiday, what I mean, who is on the record with me. He did my intro, and he would tell me if he'd straight up tell me if like he didn't like something, or he's a critic, he'd tell you. But
Exactly.
you know I know he's gonna be real with me. You know what I'm saying? And if he tells me something is not nah or yes, I know. And then he's gonna tell me exactly why he feels that way, or what he's gonna critique it his way. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than
Mm-hmm.
just it's a good song, this and that, or boom. And then I have a producer. Shout out to Ballhead Kingpin, which he does a lot of ghost producer for a lot of big artists. You know what I'm saying? Like Rick
Yes.
Ross's, and he goes back to Two Live Crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he he's a big mentor in my career that shaped me to polish myself to be the artist that I am. And I think that's what people need to do more, as far as especially the youngins. They need to respect the people that came before them, that made the way for them, that paved the way, and made this
Yes.
industry as big as it is, and created these new sounds, because they the one that created sounds from scratch, or sampled a record, or did these things first. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I think sometimes we don't listen to them. I would say the new generation, and it's a good and a bad thing, where it's like you gotta have a balance where you gotta believe in yourself no matter what, because
Mm-hmm.
I gotta bring my originality, and I gotta do what I do. So you may not like everything, you know what I'm saying? So you're relating to the people that relate to you, but you still gotta listen to them, and take their feedback. You know what I'm saying? Take
Exactly.
heed of it. So
That's how we evolve. That's how we grow. If you
yeah,
want to stay in the same position your entire life, then don't listen to anybody. But if you really want to grow in your career, you need to listen to this feedback. You do.
especially people that's been successful. It's like you're not a millionaire. You can't tell me how to be a millionaire, but you could give me some advice, because you have probably had chances to be a millionaire, or I don't
Exactly.
know. You know what I'm saying? But you're not there, so I'm still going to take heed to what you say to me. But a person that has made it and is a millionaire, I have no choice to, what I'm saying, to listen to them
Exactly.
more than them. You know what I mean? So,
Like you
but
don't go in the classroom as a student and tell
yeah,
the teacher, like, what's up? You don't teach their classroom.
yeah,
You sit down and you listen to the teacher because they know things that you don't know.
yeah.
And when
But you
you go,
still learn the way that you learn, and you have to
exactly,
you have to find your way to make it there. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly,
your route may not be their route, but they can tell you along the way of your route, you're gonna come across the same thing, and
one
the
hundred
same hurdle.
percent,
Yeah.
100%.
Professional mixing and mastering. For artists who demand the best. Get played on college radio. Access the ultimate directory. Get your sound heard everywhere. Radio, TV, promo, tailored for you. Score big with paid gigs. Elevate your music career now. With Night Wonder Music and Entertainment.
I love your mindset. So you sound like you're so on point with life, with your music, with you being a parent through your journey, you know. Um, on those days, because I know that I have them too, we're human. On those days where you feel like less than, like you just don't even want to get out of bed sometimes, you're like, dang, today's just not the day. Today's not today, or today's gonna be a bad day, whatever. Which I hate to say, by the way. Don't put that into your day because you just never know.
You can't hold
Words
on.
have power. But like for those certain days, what gets you out of bed? What gets you out of bed and into that food? Let's just put it that way.
You know what makes me get out of bed is, you know, I think about the people, my peers, some of my peers that go through things that I'm blessed that I have my health and able to get up,
Mm-hmm.
So it's always somebody that got it worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I live by. It's like, it's this saying like, who said this? It was somebody, it was Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm.
was like, one of his, lyrics was like, I was complaining about new shoes until I met a man with no feet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I'm blessed to get up. I'm still representing these people that ain't able to get up and do these things. You know what I'm saying? My kids, they have to, I want them to be able to see somebody on the days that may be hard to get up. Get your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's gonna be hard times. You gotta get through them. You know what I'm saying? That's what life is about. It would never be good times if it wasn't hard times. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't
100.
rain, it wouldn't be. You wouldn't enjoy the sun. You know what I'm saying? The
Yes.
one winter days, winter seasons, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the summer and the fall. You know what I mean? So, and then without them, it makes you appreciate more as you get older. You appreciate
Yes.
the winters. You know what I'm saying? So it's
There's
like,
there are times you could look back on and be like, you know what? I thought I was going through. I thought I was going through it hard, and I was able to overcome it. And you motivate your own self. Now imagine how many others you're motivating from that singular circumstance.
exactly. Just seeing, you never know. Somebody looking at you, your peer could be going through something. I got people in jail. I talked to my cousin. You know, we have conversation. When we have conversation, call me. We talk about positive things that's going on. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Even homies that's been, my shout out to my homie KO. You know what I'm saying? My brother, he was locked up for 12 years. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And when I talk to him, what's good? What's going good? I heard you doing this. You know, I motivated him to get through that hard time that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? So they look at us
100%.
as motivation. You never know who's looking at you, and they're drawing energy to get through something that they're getting through because they see you get through it. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
yeah,
I live by that too. I tell so many people this, like it's so important. I tell people, especially if you're into music, if you're doing music, whatever your craft is, whether it's like poetry, writing, stories, or doing music, whatever it is, acting, dancing, put your pain, put your sorrows through that. Put what you are feeling, not only the bad, but put it all into whatever you're feeling. That's to me where passionate comes from, where your passion comes from. Because to me, passion is like a huge, deep, empowered feeling. And
mm-hmm.
so when you are passionate about something, you're putting your all into it. You're putting every ounce of energy, good, bad, ugly energy, whatever. Like you're pouring everything, every ounce into you, of you, into this, you know. And I encourage people to always get your story out, no matter what it is, you know, even if it's without words. Do it through some dancing, do it through I, emotions, like whatever, however you can, because to me, music is therapy. And honestly, if music was non existent, I don't really know how we'd be getting through our lives, day to day lives, because I've been through a lot of trauma in my life.
Yeah.
And I would, the one thing I can remember as a kid going through this trauma, I'd go into my room, blast music, and just
It's,
sit there and cry.
yeah.
That became my shoulder to cry on.
Yeah.
Without music, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
where I'd be right now.
Yeah, for sure. Music definitely is, we have soundtracks to our lives. You know what I mean? Like you could
100.
you could
Yes.
definitely go to a song and be like, I remember this time, or this song got me through this. I don't know nobody that can't say, you know what I'm saying, that can say, I don't have a song that got me through this time, or I remember
Mhm.
this happy time. I remember, what was going on at this time. So music is very important to our lives, and we all have a
Exactly.
soundtrack. Yeah, and truthfully, that's how I make my music. And you could go back to, if I play you some old songs that never even came out. I make music that I would never probably put out. It just was a time, and if you knew me and you listened to it, you'd be like, damn, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
remember you going through that. I was with you. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Even songs that I'm
Yes.
putting
I
out,
love it.
people that know me be like, ah, yeah, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Or, so yeah.
It's so important, man. It's so important. Which leads me to my next question about you. Like, what's a lyric that you have written that influenced you so much? Or let's put it this way. What's a lyric that has so much impact, and where was your influence from that lyric?
I'll
I
say
know you're probably going through a lot of music right now, but
yeah, one that stuck out to me was I would say this one lyric. It was when you I said something like when you're in the race, when you're in a race, when you winning, you got everybody behind you. But when you in last place, you know what I'm saying, nobody nobody is looking back to help
mm,
you. You know what I'm saying? It's like
mm,
when you in first place, everybody behind you. When you in last place, nobody's behind you. You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
when you in first place, when you doing good, everybody want to do favors for you. Everybody wants to be with you, around you. But when you in last place, who's trying to say, "Hey, come on, you got it"? You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Nobody. You know. So I have a lot of it's a double entendre. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
yep,
I think that really had a big significant when I started getting wiser and understanding things. Is like you were just saying, you can't look at. Sometimes you got to block out the distractions of who you really are. You always doing this. You always got to rely on yourself to do this. Like nobody
yes,
owes you nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad
100,
thing when you
yes,
realize it. You're the one that's putting yourself in the front of the race. You know what I'm saying? Or is you that allows yourself to be at the end of in last place? You know what I'm saying? So it's on you.
it's
So
on you.
it's a lot of fake stuff that comes with it, and you gotta understand that's fake. You know what I'm saying? And when you at in the last phase, you gotta understand you can't blame nobody but you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So you're always gonna be alone regardless.
I love that because we're so quick to point the finger.
Can't point the finger.
And when you do that, what are you really benefiting from it? You're not being able to, if you can't take accountability, then there is no growth for you. There's no future for you.
Hmm.
And that's one thing I had to learn on my own because I was so quick to point the finger. You learn it as a kid. Well, we were not taught it, but from your brothers and sisters, whatever. I grew up in a household of three brothers and three sisters.
Hmm.
And, you know, hey, Kay, where'd you learn that bad word? My brother. you know, hey, Kay,
Yeah,
why you out there hitting your sisters like that?
yeah,
You know, but
yeah,
dang, you never like, yo, yeah, I said something, I instigated, and then so and so hit me, and then I hit them back or whatever. Like you are sometimes the instigator.
yeah.
You
Oh
are
yeah,
sometimes the problem.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
That's kids though. Like I said, when you learn, then you hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Takes
Well,
time
that's
for
the
that to
thing.
get
We
up.
don't grow out of it sometimes. Like as
Yeah,
kids, you
yeah,
have this, and then you're not corrected.
yeah.
When you're
Because you're
not
not
corrected,
exactly. You have to be corrected. Because yeah, my kids, they get it's like when you telling them you didn't do this or they like, but what about they didn't do it either? Like, no, I'm talking to you right now. You know what I'm
exactly, exactly. My kids hate when I do that. But
saying?
but Jaden, nope, nope. Look,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
nope.
Yeah, but that's being a parent though. You have to help them hold themselves accountable. You got to direct them and show them that you don't worry about what nobody else. You're not handling your
Exactly.
business. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna affect what they're not doing. It's not gonna affect you. You know what I'm saying? So
Just like when your parents used to ask you, if so and so jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge too? Nah. Nope.
hey, so
You
look,
know.
and as you get older, simple things like that resonate so big with you now. You know what I'm saying? It's like simple things like that. Like, man, that's deep. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And that brings me to my next question about you, man.
Oh,
Because, like, I know there's this in times, because I felt it too when I used to write music and everything. Because I had like books of books of books of lyrics that I just never released or anything like that. And I thought I was hot shit. Like, I went, my names as an artist, so-called artist, I went from La Platana chick, which is like Dominican thing, because I'm part Dominican. So I was like, La Platana chick sounds dope, so I'm gonna go with that. And then I went from that to La Loca, because people would be like, you crazy, you crazy. So I'll be like, man, La Loca is my name, or whatever. So throughout these, name changes and phases of life, I created so many different lyrics, songs, and everything. And there are lyrics that I wrote down back then that I can read it today, and it has such a deeper impact
yeah.
than I thought it did back then. So if you could listen to a song from back in the day that had that same effect on you, what song would that be for you?
Um, you know what? I'm gonna do this different. What song for you?
All right, so so there's this song that I recorded within a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We still Blaze and I actually are recording it, but it kind of gives me a backstory of what I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I say me because I didn't really release it out to many people, so it's still my story for me.
Okay. Okay.
But in the beginning, it says, I grew up in a home full of Christians on a mission, try to fit in, couldn't mission the word Satan or his kingdom. So, like, because I grew up in a home full of Christians, I'm adopted, but I was adopted into this home full of Christians,
Okay.
churchgoers, Bible thumpers, this and that, the whole nine yards. And because I was so secluded to the sinful desires, like if you touch a hot stove, you get burnt kind of deal, you know. Um, when I got my first boyfriend, he was not Christian at all. And he was everything that my parents went against. And and he changed me. He's actually the father of my kids right now.
Oh, okay.
I was with him for 11 years and everything, but in this relationship, it was like chaotic. I should have listened to my parents from the jump. I'm just gonna let you know right now. My those parents, they always know.
Yeah.
Um, but so I created this song around this time. You know, I was kind of living a separate life from my home life, to where my dad would throw Bible studies Thursday nights at church. I mean, Thursday nights at home, church on Wednesdays and Sundays. Like, we lived this lifestyle. But I'd be going out with my boyfriend at the time and doing God knows what with him, whatever, coming home. And I was like 14 years old, you know? So, like, that song has so much power this day and age, especially as a mom. My oldest is about to be 13 years old. Now, I met my boyfriend then at 12. Well, 11. We started dating at 12. And my son's 12
That's a
right
long
now.
time. It's a long
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
right? So that song right there has so much power.
Yeah.
Like, the lyrics in that song it's just like, looking back at those lyrics, like,
Yeah.
I can imagine the feelings I was feeling then, to me listening or reading the lyrics in this day and age as a mother,
Yeah.
because all you want to do is right by your kids.
For sure.
And I didn't know that back then. I was like, dang, they just really throwing the Bible in my face. They really just don't want me to have fun. Like, why my friends get to go out and do this, and they can have boyfriends and everything.
Yeah. But you
But
didn't know how it was gonna shape you. You know,
exactly.
yeah, for sure. You can appreciate it now. Yeah.
Exactly. That those
So are you
lyrics.
asking me about a song that I made or just the
Yeah,
song in general?
something that you created, your own lyrics, something that you created that had impact back in the day, but has a deeper impact now.
Um, I gotta say, uh, man, I got a few, but me and my homie Dayon, shout out to him, man. He a artist doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He just actually released. He just did a video with LaRussell, so he got that coming out, man. Shout out to him. He part of the team. But me and him, like, when we was like on our grind, like this, when we was like so focused on trying to get, signed. We was back and forth to New York, to LA, BET Awards. We was like, and then we had to do what we had to do to get the money to do these things, right? Because it costs money. So, like, man, we was on the road a lot, and one night, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, we had got pulled over by the police, man. It was like, we was
Mhm.
nervous, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had this
Mhm.
big blue Cadillac we was riding. It was like an old school raw, you know what I'm saying? Two-tone blue, and
Man.
I was kind of asleep, and like, you know what I'm saying? He woke me up, like, man, and I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I woke up, kind of nervous, and then, like,
Mhm.
it was all cool, everything was straight, and when we pulled off, we was, we got creative, we got to cooking, you know what I'm saying? Because we had just rocked, because now I can't go back to sleep, my adrenaline pumping, so we
Exactly.
throwing beats, to calm my nerves, you know what I'm saying? And we,
Mhm.
we made this record called Bottom to the Top, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And we was going back and forth, and we wrote it like that. Like, it was crazy that we kind of freestyled and made it in the car, and it came out so, like, you could feel the pain of, you know what I'm saying, what we was coming to, what we was going through, you know what I'm saying, trying to make it and how we grew up and how things molded us. And and if you hear this record to this day, you'll be like, wow, like we used to let people hear it. And this is one of our favorite records. I wish he was here, he'd tell you, but you know, if he whenever I think about this record, we go back and kind of reminisce about how we made it at the time. It just hits us different than any other record we think is better, sound better. But the record itself, it just kind of like made me feel like the hunger that I was feeling at that time, because when you used to not really having nothing, and then coming from where we from, we had to go out of town and build relationships with this music stuff. It wasn't nobody giving us a lot of support around here, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a lot
Yeah.
of outlets. So like, just at that moment, we knew the risk we was putting in, you know what I'm saying, to get to our goal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
we had to get to, because we put so much work into it and invested so much money and time. We gotta make it. Something gotta
That's the
come out
only
of it.
option.
And it came out
Yeah.
in the record. You know what I'm saying? So
That's so dope.
yeah.
That's so
And I
dope.
remember when we wrote it, we gotta get in the studio right now. The next day we had to get in there and record it. We was like, we gotta record this right now. We can't sit on this. We gotta do this right now, because we felt it, and it came out even in our voices. We hear it, you know what
Man,
I'm saying? So
that's always the best part. Always when you feel it, man. That's why I preach to those people, to not only the independent artists or whatever, but to everybody. Like when you feel it burning in you, get it out, man. However you gotta get it out. Because to me, that's where the real impact is, It's your body's trying to tell you something right there. There's so much power in what you had in store that, like, if you didn't get it out, you would have regretted it, you know
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think this is only set for like an hour or something like that. i
Okay.
I having like a lot of fun talking to you, because
Oh, for
it's
sure,
like
man. Very, very, very good conversation, man. Like, I can relate to you on a lot of levels, and you know, that just shows different places we all can relate so much to, with our stories. You know what I'm saying? No matter, where you at, what religion, what, color you are, because
exactly.
obviously we got totally different colors,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? We got probably different backgrounds and things of that nature, but we can always relate to the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And
That's one thing I
that's what
love.
music does. That's what hip hop does, is bring us all together. And,
Connects. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Music has influence, it has power. And that's why we got to come correct when we put it out there, because that impact can be fatal,
Yeah.
or it can evolve this
It can be very
generation.
positive, or it can go really bad. That's the power of music. You know what I mean? You got the
Exactly.
drill movement. You see the impact it has. Yeah, it's generating a lot of money for the industry, or these people that own it. But what is it doing to the community, for us?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but the
it could be
power of it
damaging.
though is we're so engaged. It can, like, you can see how it influences us and how entertaining it is, and how it sparks up conversation and this and that. So it is, it's always a silver lining and a positive way of thinking of things. But
Exactly.
I wouldn't like for us to be connected, or always have to get together on a level, or connect on a level that's negative. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk
For
about
sure.
something that's gonna move us forward. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
yeah.
So, my last question for you before this time's out.
Okay.
If you had a piece of advice that you can tell your younger self, what would it be?
Uh, my advice is to actually have a plan and stick with it. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because
yeah,
sometimes we move off course because we see somebody else doing it this way, or and sometimes we don't have the guidance to know everything. We have to go through things to even know what direction we're going. We have to make those mistakes on our own. Nobody else can tell us we gonna make
Mm-hmm.
these mistakes. Because our parents, of course, shout out to my mama. She
Mom
always
Dukes.
instilled things. Boy, don't do this, don't have no kids, don't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have all our elders telling us these things, and we be like, yeah, we know what we doing, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It can't be that bad, boom, boom, boom. But you know, have a plan and just stick with it,
Mm.
because you always come back. You're gonna come back to what you originally always had from your intuition, like what you should do. Your plan is inside of you, and it is always like kind of like the first thought. You know what I'm saying? But you can
Yes,
always add to it, but never get away from it. You know
man,
what I
I
mean?
agree, and it's very, very good advice, man. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna apply that to myself too.
Yeah, and then like right now, I'm just sticking with the plan that God has gave me these cards that He gave me to dealt. You know what I'm saying? They never leave your hand. You always carry them. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta play them the right way. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are. You can't be somebody else. Your rap is not gonna be somebody else's. You just gotta, you know what I mean? Play your cards, and whatever hand you have, it's always a way to play it to win. So, and I just
Yes.
want to give a shout out to my brother, Black Boy. He out in Texas, man. Prayers to him. He's having a difficult time right now with some
Mm.
health problems, but I gotta give him a shout out. We've done a lot of music with him. I've done a lot of music with him, and he has a big impact on me and my music career. And he taught me. He's an R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? So he taught me a lot about the things that a rapper usually don't know, harmonies. So it helped me with my hooks. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just helped me writing songs and how to, formulate them, and how to write a song. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
man, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Really, shout out to him and prayers to him and the family. Yeah,
Man, you
yeah.
have been. I love your mind. I love your insight on so much. It's deeper than the eye can see, And I love the fact that we were able to sit down and actually kind of dig into it a little bit because it's important. It's important because those artists who are listening to your music on a day-to-day basis, like I said, like music has power. It has a huge influence on this generation. And your song is on Blazed Up Radio, and it's an international platform, so you're being heard from so many different people,
Yeah.
and it gives them the opportunity to kind of dig into who you are. That's why interviews to me are so important. I love to be able to get your story out because it's a story that needs to be told, and your story can reach so many people out there and make a ripple effect and positive influences throughout this generation, which is something that we need to grow and to
Yeah.
evolve. And so I definitely appreciate the fact that we were able to sit down and talk about it a little bit because um, I followed you already on IG,
Thank you.
but
Appreciate it. I'm
now I
glad that you
have
back.
Yes, now I have a
Yeah.
strong connection. That vibe
Yeah.
is on point for real, for real. And the fact, like I said, like we said in the beginning, it's about, we love red and black. We already knew it was gonna be a vibe.
Hey, you know that. You know that. Hey, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you something. I got them where they at shirts and merch coming real
Ooh,
soon. So where they at. You know what I'm
let's
saying?
go.
Yeah, go man. Go check out that record where they at is real fun. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of fun
Yeah.
doing the record, and I've been getting great feedback, and I like the vibe to it. Sometimes when I just need to get a little turned up, so I know what you mean. You do get,
Little
it's
twerk
got
and
that
twerk, you know
vibe.
what I'm
It got
saying?
that retro feel, that retro feel mixed with the,
Yes.
with the new flow, and yeah.
And that song is all that in a bag of chips. I know
Appreciate
people
it.
don't say that nowadays, but I don't care. I'm from the '90s, so I'm gonna keep that saying till I die. So
Yeah.
all that in a bag of chips is is still
Man,
relevant.
appreciate Status, man. Status, man, the Hook King. definitely laced me with
Yes,
the idea, man. He a producer and a vocalist. Um, M Status. He go follow him too. You know what I'm saying? But
for sure.
he's the one doing the hook on the record. You know what I'm saying? He's out there in Seattle. He doing his thing out there. And
And
shout out
Status
to the
did his
lottery
thing on the
pick.
hook for real.
Yeah, shout out to lottery pick and shout out to my homie Noti out there in Cali, man. You know what I'm saying? Team 747. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So
And
real quick, let people know where they can follow you and where they can get your merch, and then we'll go ahead and do the outro.
um, you could follow me on everywhere, Instagram, all platforms, Snapchat. It's all the same. Get Fresh 101 like the class, cause fresh ass nigga. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's Get Fresh 101 everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming soon on my website. It should be the merch should be available real soon in the next couple of weeks.
Hey,
The video should be, you can go on YouTube and follow me. Some of my, just go look up P Swagger on YouTube. You see some older tracks. You can get a feel for me of my versatility because I got some joints on there too you'll enjoy. But
mm-hmm. Oh,
look
I
out for
checked
that
you
where
out.
they at. In that work, man. Shout out to I Swim with Sharks and Rock Nation. You know what I mean? We released this record with them, and that work joint it went pretty crazy. It's at like 4.1 or 2 million right now. That
That's
was my
what's up.
last single. It's a fun record too. If you like strip club action, and if you look, kids is not suitable for kids, but if you like to have
Get
adult
them curls
fun,
out of here.
you know what I'm saying? If you like strippers, um, check out that record too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you a whole vibe for real, for real.
I appreciate it.
Mr. P Swagger.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all support too, man. Shout out to Blaze Radio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, we appreciate you as well. For real. Like, we're gonna talk after we get off here for a little bit too, because I kind of want to connect with you a little bit more. But um, I want to say before I close out, I don't know what your day to day life looks like or anything like that, but I want you to know that you are important, cared for, and loved. And no matter what people outside influences are telling you, I need you to know that for yourself, that you are important, man. Like, you're not only your name and your music, but you yourself, you have value. You have a lot of value to you. And I need you to hold yourself valuable for all things good because you have that power behind you, and I need you to be able to use that for this generation that's behind us, that we're in right now, whatever, like for your kids, like they need to understand that the struggle may be there, but we can make it out the struggle,
For
you
sure.
know, and I'm so glad again that we were able to connect on such a deep level with certain things that you've been through, overcoming, and being able to give back to the community a little bit in that sense. It's a very important thing that we need in this generation is good influences, and I feel like you're one of the good guys. So I do appreciate you so much, and yeah, so without further ado, this has been another edition of the K1 Interrogation Room with Mr. P Swagger. And
Hey, they call me Mr. 747. Why? Because I'm fly as a motherfucking plane.
you know what? Yo, for real, yo, you're all the vibes, man. Go ahead and follow him, check him out. Man, go run up his song on Blaze It Up Radio right now, because if you don't, I'm gonna get on y'all. So, but definitely, he said his merch is coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. And Swagger, it's been a pleasure. Until next time, I'm gonna go ahead and end this right now. I hope you have a great day, and yeah, that's all I got. Anything you want to say real quick?
Man, I just appreciative of all the good feedback and y'all tuning in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Dre. Happy belated birthday. You know, Dre
Happy
Williams,
birthday.
man. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. But you know, I'm gonna get with you soon. I'm gonna come out to Atlanta. He out in Atlanta. But we gonna link soon. Yeah. Can't go too crazy, man. You be trying to go crazy, but you know, I'm gonna try to keep
Right. A
yeah.
little crazy. A little
He
crazy.
be going Dre be
Acceptable.
going crazy.
All right, man. It's been a pleasure once again. I'm going to go ahead and end this and close it out. But have a great day. Stay up, stay true, and stay blessed.
Bless.
Okay.